Let me introduce you all to the father of genetics, who was actually an Austrian monk. His name was Gregor Mendel, or I should say Gregor John Mendel. He was an Austrian monk who was born in 1822 in a peasant family. He studied in a monastery. Then he wanted to become a teacher, but luck didn't favor him. But after that, he came back to the monastery and started working in the garden. That garden had a lot of, pea plants. And his research, his experiments on pea plant changed the whole scenario of the biological world of heredity. So, the idea, the basic principles that lie behind the transmission of characters from parents to offsprings, these foundations were laid by none other than the father of genetics, that is Gregor Mendel. So, he discovered the basic principles of genetics. He conducted breeding experiments on garden pea plant, which we call as Pisum sativum, right? And his findings become a milestone in biology. And whatever experiments he conducted, he framed a few laws based on that. So, that laws are the basic principles of heredity and genetics, right? So, what are these laws? We have 3 laws which Gregor Mendel has given us. The first law is the law of dominance, second is the law of segregation, and the third law is the law of independent assortment. We will be studying these laws one by one. But before that, let us discuss the basic law, that is the law of dominance. What does the law of dominance convey? In the presence of a dominant allele, the recessive allele will not be able to express itself, right? So, this is the law of dominance, means in the presence of the dominant one, the recessive cannot express. This is the law of dominance, the basic law of dominance, right? So, if we have a pure tall pea plant and a pure dwarf pea plant, then we have these gametes and the progeny will be this. It is a hybrid, right? We have the dominant allele also and we have a recessive allele also. But what does the law of dominance say? The first law given by Gregor Mendel, it is that in the presence of the dominant allele, the recessive will not be able to express itself. The plant will not be dwarf, the plant will be tall, it will not be even of average height, right? So, when the plant will not be of average height, this confirms that the dominant allele has expressed itself while the recessive one was not able to express itself. This is what is conveyed by the very simple, the first law given by Gregor John Mendel, that is the law of dominance, means the dominant one is going to express and the recessive will not be able to express itself.